We're back for another These Two Girls shorts. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Candi. And let's get into it.
Yeah, so we have another edition. This time, our girl Candy's gonna tell us about a recent trip she took and how much fun she had.
Yes.
Tell us, where'd you go?
So I recently went to Puerto Rico.
Oh.
You know, it was on my list. You guys remember that I created a bucket list this summer, right? And
yes,
I wanted to travel.
You did.
I also wanted to go to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I also want to fly somewhere.
Oh.
I wanna go somewhere.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Puerto Rico.
You did say that.
I'm always saying that.
We'll go.
And boom. You know, they talk about that whole manifesting, speaking it. It happened, y'all. Don't sleep on speaking the things that you want. But anyways.
Okay.
So yes.
Right.
I went to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Midsummer.
What made you want to go to Puerto Rico? Like that, did you always just wanted to go there?
Yeah,
or?
I felt like it's tropical. It's easy to go.
Yeah.
Nothing too complicated.
Yeah.
It's right there. Not too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Why not, right?
All right.
I also had a list. I feel like I have a list for everything.
Of
but I
things you
had a
wanted
list
to
of
do.
things that I wanted to do.
You have to do that when
I
you're
get to
going.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. That's normal. Yes.
Some people don't have it.
How are you gonna go there and figure it out when you get there? That's like a waste of time, I think.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, so arrived, so going to Puerto Rico, we had to get our a COVID test.
Oh yeah.
So it was negative. We didn't have COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So we got there. Want to believe it was like in the night. Yeah, Thursday night. Got a Uber driver. Uber.
Okay.
Which was an interesting experience because I felt like the Uber driver was not following the directions, right?
Oh.
And he just seems to be doing his own thing. And then
because it's like island vibe. He's like, I know how to get there better than the GPS is telling me.
But something weird happened, right?
Okay.
So like we're driving and we're looking at his GPS
Mm-hmm.
and it's showing something different. Like it keeps rerouting because he keeps missing where he's supposed to be going. And my friend has his GPS on too, and it's like he was saying something different, and mine was, and the guy was saying something different. So we're like, hold up. So I'm sitting there praying, like, God, don't.
Yeah, that's scary.
I'm going to Puerto Rico to die. I don't want them to sell my organs. I am thinking the worst. Mm-hmm. And then on top of it, we get to this dark street. He turns off his Uber. He turns off the app.
No.
And then some phone call came in.
No.
What? I'm sitting beside my friend like,
what?
And then he's on the phone with someone, and then we're at this slide. I'm like, oh God, this is it. I'm about to die in Puerto Rico. But anyways, he ends up finding the place and dropping us off. But it was just, I don't know.
That's scary.
The situation was just weird.
That's all of the scary up to you not getting took. Seriously. Oh, we can laugh now because you're here. But
it just seemed weird. It was, why did you turn it off, right? Like, why did it keep rerouting? Why were you going your own way?
Maybe they have GPS issues in Puerto Rico.
I just know I was nervous. But we arrived at this little Airbnb. It was all right. It was all right. Wasn't as beautiful as Cheyenne's Arizona Airbnb was. It wasn't, the pictures didn't really, they weren't the same.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
But it could work. It could work.
Plus you're there now.
It was a good price. It had a really cool balcony thing going on, so it could work. So the Airbnb was nice. couple things I realized that it was cold. They didn't have any extra blankets or anything like that. It was just weird.
Okay.
But other than that, that Airbnb number 1 was fine. So we stayed there. It was raining. I did plan a hiking trip the next day. It was canceled.
Okay, because of the rain.
It was raining.
What part of Puerto Rico were you staying that first night?
So the first night I was in a place called Calle Dresde in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
So it's in San Juan.
Yes,
okay.
It's in San Juan.
So not too far of a drive from the airport.
Not too far, right? I think it took about probably about 15 minutes.
Okay.
To get to where we were from the airport. So after I realized that the hiking trip was canceled, I was trying to come with a quick bounce back plan.
Yeah.
And Airbnb has this really cool thing on their app where you can find
things
Airbnb adventures, things to do. So I ended up booking a tour of Old San Juan through Airbnb.
Okay.
And so, then we booked it, met there the following morning, had breakfast while we waited. So we had empanadas, some fresh fruit juice, just kind of ate. It was yummy.
Yeah.
Very, very yummy. Middle of Old San Juan. And we waited for our driver.
Okay.
He arrived. Very cool guys. A bunch of us met some other people on the trip. Drove us around. Took really cool pictures. As you can see in the video, kind of walked around. He really knew his history of Old San Juan.
I love that. Yeah.
Really knew his stuff. Really enjoyed it. I was because some people are like, we have to go on a history tour. It was
I love those.
Was good.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that part of the whole thing. And what else? And then he kind of told us some places to kind of check out. We kind of saw what other people were kind of doing, got some ideas of some stuff, and it was cool. I think later on that evening, there was this outdoor food truck place that had lots of food to check out.
Cool. So
that also got a little bit of everything. So that was also nice. Some drinks. And that's the thing. In Puerto Rico, they have a curfew. So at one point, or first night actually, it was hard to find food. Like we were hungry. Everything was.
Is that because of COVID?
Because of COVID.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe by the time you decide to go,
hopefully
it will have changed. Maybe. So we stayed there for the first 2 nights, and then we checked out and went to this cute little hotel in Condado, Puerto Rico. Now that's downtown.
Okay.
It's called the Acacia Boutique Hotel. Hopefully I pronounced it right, but it's like right on the beach. So it's a cute little boutique hotel. They were really nice there. And then we were able to like walk right out of the hotel and go right onto the beach. Okay. No, the water was kind of rough because it was a rainy weekend. Yeah. But
is it the Atlantic that hits Puerto Rico, or is it the Caribbean Sea? I don't know. We'll have to check that out. I can't remember. Because, the Atlantic is always rougher than the Caribbean Sea is usually more calm.
Well, maybe you are, because they did say that beach that was close to that hotel is a rough. Does have rough waters and the tides and so forth, the current.
It could be Atlantic out that side. Yeah.
So, but I'm a water baby, and y'all know from previous conversations that we love the beach. So I was out there. The rain came. I'm still out there. The rain went. I'm still out there. My friend is out, just chilling on the towel. Like, you finished yet, Candi? I'm like, no, not yet. Couple more minutes, please. Okay. I'm just out there, just enjoying it, taking water pictures. Having a blast. You can see the videos, whatever. With the GoPro. So that was fun. The beach was cool. And then nighttime, La Placita. Yes, that's a place to go, y'all. It's like this outdoor party. You can go bar hopping. You can eat in the streets. You could
So what time was the curfew?
So that's a weird part though. I don't know if different parts of Puerto Rico have curfew because we were the first 2 nights. It was very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, the restaurants were closed, but people were still hanging out in the street, like at the gas station, drinking.
So it's like Jamaica where they don't listen to the curfew.
Probably, clearly. So now we're at La Placida. I'm like, it is crowded, right? Everyone is out there in the streets. They're smoking, they're partying, they're drinking. All the clubs are in that area too. So you can get into the clubs if you want to. So of course we hear like the regular hip hop, R&B. Then we hear some Spanish music, people salsaing in the streets and so forth. So that was cool. So in the daytime it's a farmers marketplace as I saw, and then in the nighttime it turned into a whole different type of scene. Okay. So that was cool to check out, and it was a quick little thing, a quick little trip into Puerto Rico, out of Puerto Rico. I will say some of the restaurants I would say to check out Pinky's. If you go to Puerto Rico, check out this restaurant called Pinky's. The food is really, really good. Okay. Only open for breakfast. They have, I believe, about 2 or 3 locations. But the food is really good. We also checked out Anna's Cafe in Condado. The food there was really good. It's like a mom and pop shop.
So it's all like Hispanic food. Yes. Right? Okay. So what kind of things did you have? Okay. Mofongo? You tried it for the first time?
Yes.
Okay.
First time.
It doesn't look appetizing to me, but I've never had the opportunity to try it. Just from pictures, I've just never had the opportunity to, but it doesn't look appetizing to me. But I would try it.
It was really good. I had it for the first time. I believe we had different kinds. I had like the shrimp mofongo, crab mofongo, pork mofongo. Okay. Mofongo, right? Like
it's like a starch base. Right?
So they had different kinds. Like I saw somewhere it's like a cup and the food is on the inside. I saw where they had some where it's actually stuffed inside.
Because I think the mofongo is the whatever the starch is,
which is a plantain.
It's plantain. Okay.
But it's seasoned really well. It's like maybe I'm thinking of something else. A lot of the different things that we were eating, one of the things we were like, man, this is so flavorful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they were marinating the meats. Well, hours.
That's the good thing about islands is that we all believe in seasoning. So that's the food is always gonna be on point.
So I enjoyed those places. Okay. So check out Anna's Cafe, Pinky's in La Placida. We went to Pinchita. I'm looking at my book, guys. Pinchita here. I have the menu for there. So their food was very flavorful. Okay. And that's pretty much it. But it was a really good time. It was a really nice little getaway. Relaxing. Great pictures, as you can see.
Did you need like a vacation from your vacation? Like, how you go on vacation and you come back and you're tired because you did so many things and...
No, not really. I just didn't want to come back. I was ready to go on a plane somewhere else again. Okay. I was like, let's go. Where are we going next? Where are we going? Where are we going? So that was good. But no, I went back to work feeling okay, but kind of just sad that I'm back to work. It's all over. So
I went to Puerto Rico once for like a day on a cruise. We stopped in San Juan. Okay. And we did Old San Juan, the tour. Well, we didn't really do a guided tour. We just went and walked around over there. Okay. Yeah, with my family and my cousins, and then we all like huddled into this one of those little lookout things to take a picture. Okay. Yeah, and then but I remember like coming off the port, it was very similar to Jamaica when we had gone on a cruise to Jamaica too, where the people were like running you down for you to get the taxi with them, like they were heckling you. And we were just like, so it's not just Jamaica where the people are like aggressively trying to get you to. But I really liked it there. It was really hot when we went. And like in San Juan, like how the streets have that cobblestone in between there was like no breeze. Like it's so hot in those little
I do remember it being
sections.
hot.
Yeah, it was so much heat down there. But once you get out to where the water is, there's a lot of breeze.
Yeah, the beach area was really nice. Yeah, it not a bad place. And one of the things I learned to being there on a tour is that there's a heavy concentration of pharmaceuticals. A lot of our medicines and stuff they're produced
made there
in Puerto Rico. We were all like, really?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about the taxes being low or something like that. Why they have lots of factories set up or whatever. But those are some of the places that we checked out. And
I have some acquaintances from Puerto Rico from school. There was a lot of Puerto Ricans in our school, and they would tell me like, if you go to Puerto Rico, you have to try to leave San Juan and go to another part of the island.
I would love
where you can see it's more scenic, the beaches are better. I've heard that. I don't know the names of these other places, but you have to go to like the country parts.
So with you saying that, I remember on my Airbnb, because low-key I am obsessed with just going through the Airbnb app and just seeing all of these exotic homes with the balconies and the pools and stuff. I'm obsessed with doing that. And that's what I did for Puerto Rico. I checked out a lot of the places that they had there, and a lot of the most beautiful spots and homes were located in the country. So you would have to like rent a car if you plan on going. A lot of the directions for some of them was like, make sure that you rent a vehicle, because it's kind of hard to get up the road and get out. So I would love to do that, at some point.
I'm planning
don't say maybe go by yourself, because after what happened, I'm like, take a group of people with you. You know what I'm saying?
So me and my sister are thinking about a trip, but we'll, to be determined for later this year. And I think we're going to try to immerse ourselves into like get a car and
Where y'all trying to go?
We'll talk about it another time when we do decide.
Okay.
So I think that's a great. If you're brave enough, that's a good way to just. But do your research, obviously.
Do your research, but some of the homes, beautiful, like, you just open up the windows and you're just like looking at the beach, or you just walk from your bed right into the pool. Yes. Beautiful. That's
all right. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, got to go. I know you've been talking about Puerto Rico for a while.
Have I?
We were supposed to go.
Were we?
When you said you wanted to go, I was like, I'll go with you. From like last year when you first mentioned it, but I'm glad you got. I'm glad you went.
Like maybe going back again, because we still have to see the country part, and and I won't be going by myself after that. Okay, so we'll see. But
all right, guys. Let us know if you've been to Puerto Rico and what your experience was, and any tips and suggestions for anyone else that's trying to go. All right, so that's all we have. That's all we have for you today. Follow us on Instagram at These2Gurls. That's these the number 2 girls with a U. I was getting there.
Sorry.
Facebook, These2Gurls. It's where do we go? Twitter, These2Gurls Pod, and TikTok, These2Girls954. Email us at These2Girlspodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, share with your friends. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.